40% of people watching this video right now have high cholesterol, and as we know, high cholesterol can be a silent killer, only found if you do a blood test. But there are life-saving signs if you know what to look for. Hey there, I'm Matthew, I'm a qualified biochemist, and in this video I'll give you 9 signs of high cholesterol you need to take seriously. Let's dive in. So you've pushed yourself on a jog or sprinted for the bus and suddenly your chest feels like it's wrapped in a too tight sweater. That's angina, a classic red flag when cholesterol-laden plaques narrow your coronary arteries and starve your heart of oxygen. So don't brush it off as just being out of shape. Ever noticed little yellow nodules around your eyelids or elbows? Those are xanthomas, collections of fat under your skin. They are rare in everyday people, but if they do pop up, especially on your tendons, it's often a sign of familial hypercholesterolemia, a genetic form of sky-high cholesterol. A faint greyish-white halo appearing around your iris, well, that's called corneal arcus. In older adults, it's fairly benign, but under 45, well, that ring is basically a cholesterol deposit, waving a flag that your lipid levels are off and possibly pointing to early atherosclerosis. Feeling wiped out after climbing a single flight of stairs? Cholesterol plaque doesn't just lodge in your heart, it can sneak into your lung circulation and peripheral vessels, making you gasp for air during activities that used to feel like a warm-up. We all get tired, but if you're flagging every afternoon, even after a good night's sleep the night before, it could be your body struggling to distribute oxygen-rich blood because of narrowed blood vessels. When basic tasks feel like running a marathon, do take note. Ever had one foot go ice cold or fingers that tingle and go numb? That could be peripheral arterial disease, where cholesterol built up in leg or arm arteries chokes off circulation. It's not just uncomfortable, it's a warning sign your arteries are under siege, so take it seriously. Guys, listen up. Erectile dysfunction can sometimes be more than just stress or age. When penile arteries stiffen from cholesterol damage, blood flow drops and so does performance. If erectile dysfunction shows up alongside other risk factors, consider it a clue to check your lipid profile. A sudden bout of slurred speech, blurred vision, or weakness in one arm that vanishes literally within minutes, well, those are TIAs, transient ischemic attacks, a distress call from your brain when small clots block cholesterol-weakened vessels. So don't shrug it off, it can be a rehearsal for a full-blown stroke. While cholesterol and hypertension are not the same villain, they often work together. Every 2 out of 3 people with high cholesterol also have elevated blood pressure levels, and together they are a recipe for cardiovascular trouble. So why should you care about cholesterol in the first place? Well, cholesterol is that waxy substance that your liver makes and that you also get from animal foods. It's essential for cell membranes, for hormones and vitamin D. But when LDL, known as the bad cholesterol, runs high, it can lodge in your artery walls, forming plaques. But here's the twist. LDL particles come in all shapes and sizes. The small, dense particles are the real troublemakers. They penetrate blood vessel linings more effectively and more easily and oxidize faster, sparking inflammation and plaque rupture. So your total LDL score isn't the whole story. Particle size matters too. A better measure of your lipid profile is to check your Apo B and your Lpa levels, and you can ask your doctor about having these biomarkers tested if you're concerned. So how do you improve your lipid profile? Well, here are 5 quick tips. Eat smart, not less. Swap butter and fatty cuts for olive oil, avocados and nuts. Load up on soluble fiber, think oats, beans and berries, to grab excess LDL in your gut and whisk it away. Move every day. Aim for at least 30 minutes of brisk walking or cycling most days of the week. Even jobs around the house count. Regular activity raises HDL or good cholesterol and nudges LDL down. lose those extra pounds. A 5 to 10% weight drop can slash LDL and triglycerides while boosting HDL levels. Small wins add up. Ditch the smokes and mind the booze. Quitting smoking can increase HDL levels by up to 10%. Limit alcohol to moderate levels. Excess booze spikes triglycerides. If lifestyle tweaks are not enough, talk to your doctor about the next steps, which may include medications. High cholesterol doesn't always announce itself with fireworks, but the signs I've outlined in this episode today are the red flags you should heed. Spot them early, take action on diet, on exercise, and if needed, medications. And you'll keep your heart's engine running smoothly. Well, hopefully you got some value from this episode today. If you did, show your support. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. And while you're there, check out this other video right here.